Batman, hey man, what? Welcome. Episode 2 of the marvelous, the amazing, the hot on the block. It's that Mic Chat podcast, man. TMC in the game. I go by the name Project MC. You know, you're one of your hosts. I got an amazing guy with me right there who he's making his Drake face. I see he he,
Drake.
he in his Drake bag tonight. He's trying, feel himself. Okay.
Bro, it's your boy DJ Met. What's going on with y'all? What's up? What's up?
And then, of course, we got an amazing guest. She is been walking with her what, a year now? Queen?
Yeah, yeah.
Been like a year now. Did an interview with her. Amazing, dope interview. Worked with the Blackening screening with her. She is a singer, songwriter, influencer, model, fashionista, an icon in her own right. The one and only Kwee Itsu.
Oh, thank you. Hey y'all, what's up?
Nice little introduction, yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
I had to make sure.
Like I was watching Club Shay Shay.
No, that's what he gave. That's what he gave.
I ain't watched Shay Shay since I think the Monique interview too.
I be tuning in.
Yeah,
I heard he had like Chris. I think a couple other folks on there.
Last one he had was Cam Newton. I was watching.
Oh yeah, I saw bits and pieces of that. Not really, but yeah.
Folks be trying to clown Shay Shay Shannon for how he speak because he got that thick Southern accent.
Yeah.
That was another interview I saw. He had Godfrey on there, and Godfrey did his little impressions.
Mm-hmm.
His impression of Skip was actually hilarious.
On point.
I was dying because it was actually so on point. It was insane. So it was definitely funny.
All right, so we got
a lot to talk about.
I was gonna say a lot to cover.
Well, how was everyone's week? Everyone doing good? Everyone feeling great?
Man, I can't. Man.
Oh, the effects.
Oh, fireworks. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean that. I wasn't even planning. Okay.
Your weekend must have been amazing after all them fireworks.
Listen, man. I ain't do nothing on the weekend. I just chilled, stayed home. This was the first weekend in a while. I just got to stay home Saturday and Sunday. I was like, you know what? God said stay in the house today. I'm gonna take it. All right. Where we want to start?
let's
What have you guys already covered? Because did you cover some in episode 1?
We did. The very first episode we was talking about Cole, his apology, his response.
Okay.
So
you're kind of like midway through. You're at a good point.
Yeah, we in the middle of the war. It's like history class. We on the war.
So we can catch everybody up to speed. What do you think, Queen? What do you think about Cole's response? So we can hear what you have to say, and then we can go.
The track,
right?
The EP, and then his apology too. All that.
Yeah. So I thought that the track was cool. I honestly didn't know if he would respond just because of what we've known him to be. Like, I feel like with J. Cole, it's just kind of like we understand that he hasn't had much mainstream success until now, for the simple fact that he's not willing to play the game. It's like, I'm a backpack rapper. I do my thing. I stay out the way. I'm in the cut. You know what I'm saying? I may not have, all this notoriety that my counterparts have, but I am cool with that. I'm playing it low key. I'm unproblematic. We know that for J. Cole. So that being said, when Kendrick was when he dropped his verse on the Metro Boomin and Future song, I was like, I don't know if J. Cole will respond. I think that's kind of like out of his character. Mm-hmm. However, I definitely wanted a response because at this point, you and your song with Drake you're basically saying like, this is the big three. And I feel like Muhammad Ali, we know said that he was the greatest of all time. It was like nobody could check him. So that being said, it's like you got to be willing. If you're coming for the belt, if you have the belt, then that means you have to defend the belt. That means you constantly got to be with the shits. You can't decide that you're not with the shits. You always got to be with the shits if you want to get and keep the belt. So now you're saying, okay, it's you, Drake, and Kendrick, and y'all are at the top, but out of the three, you the top dog. Okay, cool. let's keep in mind that this is sport. Like, nobody, this isn't really giving Tupac Biggie, I'm outside. Like, it's just given very much like lyrically who
At
is
that
going
point,
to
at
Yeah,
that point,
I was ready to say
at
at
that,
that
at that
point.
now it
point.
might be a little
We
different.
gave lyrically like
Yeah,
who are we giving the crown to? Like, you know what I'm saying? Out of the three. All right, cool. So he drops his track. I'm like, okay, like this is chill, but I'm also always thinking that, anytime you're in a rap battle, like, even if you look at battle rap, like you're not you might have a strategy, you know what I'm saying? Like you might
Mhm.
not put your hardest stuff out. Like it might give this is one of three, and on the second one I'm gonna kill him, or on the third one I'm gonna kill him. So I
Facts.
don't
yeah.
know. I don't
Yeah.
know his strategy, but I'm like, okay, like, this is a decent attempt. Okay, cool. Now when this man apologized, I was like,
Sad day in hip
did
hop.
you just apologize? Really? Because how, like, clearly, to even be like as lyrical and as strategic as he is, you had to think this through. You knew what you said in the song. You knew that you dropped the song, and then you waited to drop the song. I almost feel like he, like, imposter syndrome, respectfully bowed out. It's just like before y'all can come up with a conclusion and decide who's what, before Drake drops his, before whatever, you know what? Y'all got it. I'm good. I want peace. I don't want no problems. I don't want to be the best. I take it back. I'm sorry. Like, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
that to me was just, can we curse on here? Not really. Okay. That just wasn't a good move, is what I'm saying. It was a lady thing to do. It wasn't a man thing to do. And it was not in good sportsmanship. I just feel like he, like, if we're playing sports, I feel like the points aren't in your favor and you're not playing the game all the way through. And it's like you don't do that. Like you play it to the end. Come on. So those are my thoughts. I'm disappointed in him reclining. I would have respected it more if he just didn't put out anything. And also, my last and final point is that I feel like with J. Cole, he's the type of person that we know can't easily be influenced. Like he's built his career on doing his own thing and marching to the beat of his own drum and not letting people influence him to do all this, that, and the third. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's already like his foundation of who he is. So therefore, him saying that, I think he thought it gave him like some sort of, I don't know, like some grace by saying like, oh, I messed up and I did, I let people influence me. But to me, that was just, again, a bad move because it's like, you haven't been influenced thus far. Now you're letting people get in your head. That's what we're doing. We're letting people influence you to do something that you don't want to do. It takes away from who he is. So now I think we've given him this credit where it's like, J. Cole is nice. Like if he wanted to be crazy mainstream and have all the success, he definitely could be, but like that's not what he wants. Cool. But now I think it takes away from that. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the apology.
I saw some like theories that like this is all like to lead up to the fall off, or like
I seen that.
he's purposefully making himself kind of
Yeah.
like look inferior to everybody else to actually like seem like he's falling off. So like when the fall off come out, he actually can like really like show people that like he's
I've
really
also heard that
Wow.
he might be going into retirement soon. That's why it's
yeah
also. If that's the rollout, that's a trash rollout to me. I'm
yeah
sorry.
I don't
So if
like
he's
it.
going into retirement, you want to go out like that? That's how you want to go out?
Yeah, I
So
mean,
it was like when the fallout come out, it's like all right, I'm back. So like, and I'm really like, y'all
hey
that
guys, you forgot the apology I just did. Like, couple, like, no, that's not
And
gonna
I
happen.
also feel like rappers need to just keep it rap. Like, let's keep it rap. Even if he felt apologetic, he felt remorseful, I would have liked to hear that in a record, perhaps in his next album, to say, I can't rap. But if he was, saying like, I put that shit out, like, I felt like, we could have felt it a little more because it's understandable. You're a human being. You did something that you don't feel that proud about. But it's like, do you not feel proud about it? Do you? If people would have said it was crazy, maybe it was like so many like mixed opinions. If you would have got like just straight praise for it, would you have felt? It's just like, like why are you really feeling so bad about it if it's just about sport? Because he really didn't say, this wasn't fucking ether. I mean, this wasn't ether. I mean,
I knew it was something on the pre-production call. It's like it's something.
say.
It's something.
sorry.
You listen. You listen. Sorry,
Can we
guys.
blurt that out?
Post production,
Yeah, for post production, maybe not. If not, it's okay. We're still early.
Sorry, listen.
I think that because you're absolutely right. right? And I think that, oh, I've heard theories. I'm not say I think I've heard theories that maybe either A, he heard the response, saw the response from people, and was like, let me find a way, marketing probably called him, it's not getting a response you want, Jermaine Lamar Cole. Let's go ahead and really back up. Um, the other thing might have been King Kunta might have sent that text like, all right, it wasn't for you, it was for your mans, but you
But if
want
you
to jump
want to
out
jump
there.
in it, then it's
I
whatever.
think it could have been that, or it could have been like, he thinks it's for sport, and then because I heard that he got on the phone like after he dropped it with Kendrick, and like they had a conversation. So I think
Like
either
positive or negative conversation?
I don't know about
You don't
positive,
know. Okay.
but I know that they were supposedly like at least on some type of level cool or whatever. So
Facts.
I think either Drake or Kendrick like hit him on the side and was like, "Hey, you might think that this is just for sport, but then like deeper than
But
you
you have
under."
no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then
Me and you might just be sport, but me and your mans,
yeah, like
nah.
this is deeper than just rap. You know what I'm saying? Like there's actual like problems here, right?
Yeah.
And then I mean I don't mean to jump forward because like we can talk about it later. But like Drake is talking like when Drake on the song, he said, "Yo, that song like that did not start the beef with us. Like it didn't start here."
Yeah.
Then
And he said Cole is weak. I don't know what you're talking about. That track is not hard at all.
exactly,
Mm.
yeah. So it's clearly something that's outside. I'm not gonna say outside of music, but like it's deeper than just, oh, I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying?
But do you think that okay, so when we say deep though, it's like how deep are we talking? Like I still like to me, I think sport can go pretty deep-ish. Like, you know what I'm
I,
saying? Like I feel like are we talking like hide your kids, hide your wife, shooters outside?
I
I
don't I
don't know.
don't
Like,
I
how
don't
deep
think
we
so.
talking? I don't think it's that deep.
Nah.
Like I still think it's sport. I think it's a lot of like ego involved and like accolades and like Grammys and like, oh, y'all think he da, da, da. I think it's like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But like Kendrick and Drake, is it as deep as like, did he
Well,
mess his wife or something? Not to
I
my knowledge.
in terms of like, I don't think it's at the level of like pulling up with shooters to your doorstep and really
Yeah.
murking folks because at the end of the day, they have way too much money involved with both of them, right? And there's way too many parties who are eating off of them. And I don't think it's been that because this has been going on for like the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
a little
heard
less. Right?
12. I heard like 12.
Yeah, probably 12. I know for Kendrick, it's been like not necessarily blatant, but if you know rap, I think I said on the last part, he said in BT Cypher, and nothing been the same since they dropped Control and tucked the Sinister rapper back in his pajama clothes.
Mm-hmm.
It's been mad subliminals here and there.
Yeah.
Drake's have been a little bit more subliminal. Like you go look at his songs, you'll see a lot of things are there. But because it's Drake and it's not like super super duper direct, we just he just talking in general, whatever.
Yeah.
This is the first time that I can remember where between them two, it's at like the forefront. Like we
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
for sure
Direct.
they are finally going hit. Megatron and Optimus Prime have finally said, you know what?
Let's
It's
get busy.
time to wreck. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
They're ready to
time to
throw it
wreck.
in.
Right.
But
Mm.
since we here, we won.
Well,
I posted on my story because I seen Maul had posted. He was like, "Yo, release the nukes." So I went ahead and reposted it, and because it didn't come Friday night, and Friday night all I got was Metronome album. I enjoyed it, but that's that BP.
yeah.
That's the BP. I said, "Yo, this ain't what I'm expecting," but I like the album. I
Are you
thought,
talking about the newest one? We still don't trust you. Did you listen to that one?
yeah,
Okay.
it definitely wasn't hip hop like folks was. I guess we can start here, but before we get to, but yeah, it wasn't hip hop like a lot of folks was expecting. Part of me thought that it's gonna be a little hip hop, but other parts like Noah Future, he's gonna give us something Hendrix related. He's gonna
Yeah.
give us R&B vibes. It still has some shots there though. That's what I didn't expect. R&B mixed with the shots.
Yeah.
I didn't expect Weekend to come on like 4 or 5 tracks. I didn't expect ASAP Rocky to be like da 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 da. But I got you beat. I got the girl you wanted da da. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
I don't.
Weeknd, he needs to. I don't
You
even know.
not.
Stay out of this.
Yeah,
Stay out of this, MJ.
I've seen folks saying that it really should stay between Kendrick and Drake and all these
Yeah.
other outside parties because they say it makes them feel like they're trying to jump Drake.
I think it's Drake against everybody, and I think it's really showing that Drake is, in fact, number one, honestly, because it's like everybody is taking the opportunity to just like put their bid in and kind of like go at him for whatever reason. And it's
Mhm.
just like, it doesn't, I don't know. It does feel like he's getting jumped, honestly. But
Do
I
you
feel like he's holding his own though. Like I thought his track was really, really good and he had a little something for everybody.
do you think that it could be where folks are jumping on Drake because A, he's either done a lot of people dirty, and B, if you're Drake, right? If you're basically, as in his words, the Michael Jackson of our era, and you have all the accolades, you have all the sales, all the popularity, all the money. If you're him, wouldn't you want to get the gang together and let's go ahead and jump because maybe one of us by ourselves can't take him? Even though I don't think Kendrick feels like that. I feel like Kendrick, he's like, I don't need nobody else, I'm good. But
Yeah.
it's a matter of, for extra impact, just like I can send a shot and you might get up. To you it might feel like a BB gun, but if we all gang together like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and put our tools together and the Mega Gallic gun, and maybe you'll stay down for the count.
I can't support the gang up because I feel like if individually, but I do feel like Kendrick can carry his own weight. I don't think that he
Facts.
needs everybody to gang up with him. I don't think that. But I think if we're talking number one spot, like you're trying to get other people to help you gain your spot, like there's only one person that's going to be number one and that's going to sit on that throne. When really, it's not that serious to us as the consumers. I think it's just like I think we have multiple people that are, top five ish and da da da.
Top
But
five, top 20. We say top five, but it's like 20 in the 500.
yeah, because then you got like old school, like of all time, and then like current
Mhm.
and blah blah blah. So yeah, I mean, it's not a good look to everybody have something to say. It's just like it just gives that he's getting under people's skin, and it's like you guys are really bothered. But I do know that Drake gets under people's skin because if he has
Drake is
beef,
petty.
he's gonna DM your girl.
He's
And we
petty.
know that. He's known for that. That's what he does. He's the petty king. And yeah. But I don't know if he deserves everybody throwing shots at once. But
What
the
you
fact that he's not backing down, love to see it.
what you think, Mitt? You think it's fair that everybody try and gang up on Drake, or do you think it's like, would you do it if you're everybody else in their position? Would you try to get the gang together to gang up on him, or feel like it's unfair?
I'm trying to wait for the fire drill to stop, but that's why I've been on mute this whole time. That's why I've been talking. But real quick, I think Drake wants it. I think this is what Drake likes. It's like you said, Drake is petty, so Drake is ready for any and everything. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because the fire alarm is on.
No.
BP is not making with you today.
No games.
They're not. Yeah, you good, brother. We understand, brother. Um. Well, besides the shots and everything, did you enjoy the album, Quee? The We Still Don't Trust You?
I have not heard the whole thing yet. I have
Haven't.
not heard the whole thing yet. Yep, yep,
Where
yep.
where did you get up to? Because it's like a 25 track album.
I literally am bits and pieces. Like I've listened to it like in passing, like, oh, I'm in the car, we're here, but I haven't been able to sit down and dissect it because I'm like, I need to dissect this. I need to like press play and sit down and take notes.
Disc
Intro is my
one,
favorite song.
disc one is, so it's literally like two discs. One is for the Hendrix. Second half, it's like, to me, it feels like leftover. We Don't Trust You that
Mm.
didn't make it for a good reason.
What's your thoughts though? Are you liking it? Are you feeling it?
I mean, I like the first half. The first half, especially because I listened to it at night, it was a vibe, like nighttime vibe, chilling, maybe turning on stuff, cleaning around the room. It feels good, it
Yeah.
feels good with some of those records. Um, it has a little bit of like 80s like disco or pop in it, just a little bit. It
Mm-hmm.
feels kind of like Tory Lane's Alone at Prom. I think that
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it feels a little bit like that, just because
Which I loved, by
I
the way.
did. I know it's
Yeah.
a taboo thing to say that, hey, we
Yeah,
shouldn't like
sorry.
What? I like the Alone at Prom, but let me not say that too
We're a
much.
fan of the music.
Yeah, of the music.
I love the music. It's my job, to listen to it, and it's
Yeah.
my job. But this felt a little bit like that. And then it literally says like I got Spotify, so it says this too, and then I click it, and it's like, oh, he had like an intro of like Charlemagne saying some. I thought it was a fire intro that this too,
Okay.
but the rest of it, yeah, it gets into like we don't trust you, leftover part two. These are the tracks that should have made it, but we didn't for good reason. Like I didn't like the production on it, on
Okay.
that, and I felt like actually I'm gonna say that the production was still good to me. Future didn't deliver on this two as much as he did the very first We Don't Trust You. To me,
Uh,
it was like I
yeah.
could have.
The first We Don't Trust You was good.
Yeah, and then it's like it's a hard switch from R&B to back to the traps. Like I could have just had my R&B course and be good and be good.
Yeah. So do you like did we solidify what the issue was between Metro Boom and Future and Drake? Because on one hand, I think people are saying that it was like a girl that they mutually talked to and that the girl was pillow talking and it's been some hate and animosity and blah blah blah. But then on another hand, it's been said that it's been some a project that they were supposed to work on and they were pissed because the deal fell through and then Drake does his collab album with 21 Savage. So apparently they felt the way about that. But what's the
I think
issue between them and why do they feel the need to collectively come at Drake together?
I don't
They
think it's
started
one
it off.
I don't think it's one thing at all. I don't know what's true, what's not true. I could definitely see because again, Drake is petty and Drake is like the new Mr. Still Your Girl. I could definitely see Drake and a common woman between his and Future or his
Yeah.
and Metro's to where maybe some pillow talking involved,
I think
maybe.
Future was saying something along the lines of like it can't be over a woman because we're sharing, or did Drake say that? Somebody said that, so
Well,
maybe
I
there's
think that might be between Metro and
oh
Drake. I don't know what Future and Drake. I don't know. I just know
yeah,
there's
because
not
they
gonna
were
be
close,
there's not gonna be a What a Time to Be Alive anymore. There's no more
right?
to be alive. It's time to be dead. That's all. But yeah, I don't know. I know for certain is Kendrick and Drake, which I can't even say for certain, but it's just been long standing like issues between them. And then Ross and Drake getting a nose job
and,
and
and call him a white boy. He's mad because he's talking about Rick Ross
oh
is
white
talking
boy.
about because he sent a cease and desist and what's it cease and
He sent a
whatever.
he had a feature
What to French
on,
Montana? It's like
on
really that prompted you to say you got your nose done and you're white and
I don't I don't to my
I don't get
knowledge
the
it's just
correlation.
that with the sent the C and D. So the verse got taken off of French Montana's project, and then the white boy nose job. Aside from that, I really don't know what else, unless he said it in the record. But I think everything he was saying was just a response to Drake's record that came out. So I don't really know what other issue it is between Ross and Drake, but I
Well, Drake after the fact or maybe before the fact definitely DM'd one of Rick Ross's baby moms or girls or whatever the case may be. So I know there's that. But yeah, I think in general, Rick Ross is saying that he got his nose done. He's saying that he got that ab surgery and he's calling
did
him
think that
BBL Drake and saying that's why he's wearing
BBL
the
BBL
plates
Drizzy
and stuff.
hilarious.
Yeah, he's like that's why he's wearing all that funny stuff at the shows because his abs are gone now and that he got the nose done and the white boy and all this that and the third. And now somebody leaked a song and they're saying Yachty wrote that one song, If Your Girl Something in my moped.
Yeah, we gonna jump it.
That
That's
kind of does give Yachty though, honestly.
it does.
People are saying it's AI, but
No, I don't think it's
it
AI.
sounds about right.
I don't think it's AI at all, and I think that because we seen where like he was being around Yachty a lot, just like he's been around
Yeah.
Sexy Red a lot. He was around Yachty a lot, so
Yep.
I heard on her laws that there was definitely some Yachty influence. I wouldn't have guessed that it was more than just a little influence, just a whole, hey buddy, here's a reference track for you.
Yeah. But does that take away from like where he stands for you guys in terms of him being like number one because they're doing all these ghostwriting
For
allegations?
me, it's
Does that take away
it
from his
though.
title?
It's a nada for me. I think it takes away from you trying to say you are the best lyricist or like the number one rapper, because especially me being an MC, crafting your own, like, sure, MCs we get maybe like things for hooks. Tell us what hook, because sometimes MCs they got the verses but don't have the best hooks for real. Or like a bar here, a bar there. But entire reference tracks for an entire song, I won't ever put Drake in the top lyricists for
But
that reason.
I feel like I can't think of like offhand how long his career has been or how many songs he has, but let's just say he has 1,000. Of those 1,000, if 20 of them are written by someone else, I don't know if that negates the fact of his lyrical abilities and his talent and what he can actually do. Yeah, I don't think that, because like, you know what I'm saying? I think he had like his abilities to outwrite anybody or to write a song. I think he's proven himself. So it's like if he's open to, collaborating, I don't think in this new age, I just don't think that this is like, it just feels like a very like old school method to discredit his abilities and what he can do. It's like if this was a rap show, like the rap game that Lotto was on, or whatever the case may be, or it's some sort of cipher thing, and everybody had to have a pen and paper and no help. Could Drake come out on top? Yes, he could, I think. But has he written every song? Maybe not. But that doesn't take away from his artistry and his ability to
Okay.
do what he does.
Stay here. You have your own fashion line, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If you say you're in a contest of who has like the best fashion wear, whatever, and models are modeling, and they name someone else the winner, and you feel like well deserved. They crafted those pieces. They put their heart and soul into sewing and designing those pieces. But then you found out that they just went and got it from someone else, and they maybe just put their own like name on it and said it was theirs. You don't feel away after finding out?
But is this years of designing? Is this 5 of their 1,000 designs? You know what I'm saying? Like, does it take away from their ability to craft one of the most unique and outlandish pieces, or whatever the case may be? Like, you know what I'm saying? I think if we're talking ability, it's just like, or like I said, you guys are guys. If you're talking sports, it's like, I don't know what you could do to get helped in sports.
I think anything close is like enhancement drugs, so like steroids. If anything, that's probably the closest.
Which is not the same.
I was gonna say that feels like cheating for sure, though.
I can't feel equivalent.
You also got to remember, he is credited on the song. Like if you look at the writers, he is on the song. So it's not like we don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just we're not looking, but it's right there. We just don't know. Back on me, I'm still on.
I can never take away that Drake is one of the biggest stars that we've ever seen, one of the biggest rap sensations. It's just me in terms of when it comes to lyrical ability, finding out that maybe not one, but like a lot of your different songs are credited to other folks writing them for you. Not even just the hook, but like verses. For me, it just changes how I look at you in a way. Just in the pen ability category. That's it.
But I think in the ability category, it's just like, what is the measurement? Like, what makes you the top rapper? And then it's like breaking down those questions in those sectors. And I think that like, if we are strictly talking a lyrical ability, I think he's proven that lyrically he can do what most people can't do. Like if you sit him in a room, can he do it with no assistance? Absolutely, yes, he can. Has he done it every time? No. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if we're talking sports, it's like, can this person, score this many points or do this? Sure. Are they lazy and they don't do it all the time? Now that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day and a whole nother topic. But ability wise, it's just like, are you of the elite? Are you of the top? Can you deliver at this level better than whomever else that we're sparring against? And I think that Drake can every time. I think put him in a ring with anybody, he's going to come out on top. And I don't think that him having other people write his stuff, it takes away from that. I mean, who can go against Drake? I don't know.
Are we talking just like lyrical ability, or are we?
I'm talking about right now.
Are we? That's what I'm saying. Are we talking lyrical ability, like you make a dope verse, I'll make a dope verse, and just in terms of like putting together words, or are we talking ability to make a song? Because that's where it's different to me. I'll
I
never
think,
question his ability to like turn a song into a record and it really bang and everybody
I
sing.
think Drake got it every way. I think he's proven that he could do it every way. Like I feel like he could go hard. He can make it a nice song. He can give you something for the club. Like I feel like
Facts,
he's a well-rounded rapper.
facts. But I'm so you are you saying that you think if you put Drake against any rapper, any lyrical rapper, he's probably going to either best or hold his own against? That's what you're saying. Nah.
Every time. Every time.
No. If you put him in a room against a Royce the 5 9 or Lupe Fiasco, no.
Yes, he will.
Absolutely
We
not.
just haven't seen it.
You said what?
I think
Yes,
yes.
he will. We just haven't seen it.
It's possible. It's possible we
You know,
may.
we probably never will. But please know that it is he'll hold his own. Because the only songs that he's have references for are non-lyrical songs. Like if he getting
That
lyrical, he
that
rapping.
we know of. That we know of. It's like fool me one time, shame on you.
Yeah,
Fool me
especially
twice,
the
can't
writers
put
are credited every time. All you
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
do is
I'm
look.
agreeing with
You just not
yeah.
but
looking.
I've learned that okay, because I've seen this in R&B. You know, R&B, it's very common to have somebody else write a song for you and you just go perform it. But I've seen to where you could still be on the credits and you could basically be like listed under like written or composed, but all you really did was go and perform the song. So like the credit would still be the same, but the role you didn't really write. You more so went and performed the song. I've seen that. So that's why
That's
I'm
true.
saying
Or you could just change this to that and then you're a writer.
yeah, or you
Yeah.
can add like one little thing, and now you're considered a writer
You have
on
to
it.
be
So
credited.
we'll never really fully see like how much a person, besides like the reference tracks that come out, how much he or anybody else has written on this song. We'll never actually know that. We'll just see that
Yeah.
hey, he's listed as a writer or composer or whatever, and then there's other people on it as well. And then if a reference track comes out, then we can hear okay, well this sounded like this at first, and then you went and changed it to be whatever, whatever. The ones where they don't come out, it's really just like speculation for real, for real.
I feel like Drake said it best in his comeback. Like he had a line that he was referencing, like the only reason why they hype you up is to discredit me. I think that people just it's about execution. Like, do people take away from Beyonce because she doesn't write all of her stuff? She doesn't really write most of her stuff since Destiny's Child days. But no one takes that away. They don't say, oh well,
R and
SZA
B,
is better than but
R and
you
B,
but even in R&B you have songwriters, like, you know what I mean, you have like, you know, SZA and people like that that like they write and perform and whatever, and you have people who even write, perform, produce, they do everything, you know what I'm saying? But nobody is saying that Beyonce is less of an artist because she's not playing her own instruments and doing her own thing all the way through. I just think that people hate on Drake.
This is breaking news as of 6 minutes ago. Uh,
Oh,
Ross
I'm
just
ready.
put his diss on Apple Music.
Who?
Rick Ross.
Ross.
Yeah, I'll be playing directly after this pod.
Wow. Why Rick Ross is like coming quickly.
And you know what?
Like he had this ready in the cut.
I think it's the same. I think it's the same diss. It's just on Apple Music now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Because I was about
respect
to say,
Ross.
Rick Ross, you got another, like, come on now.
I respect Ross. I guess
I'm
we can
listening
go
to it
ahead.
while I'm on mute, so I can tell y'all if there's anything different.
Okay.
I guess we can go ahead and get to Drake's diss. I'll start with I respect Ross for at least putting it on streaming services. I would really appreciate, and I get like there was times in beats where it wasn't necessarily putting on a streaming service. It was going to Funk Flex, Hot 97, whatever the case may
Yeah.
be, and it aired there. But no, I want to be able to play it again and again and not have to
I've
download.
been playing it again and again and again on YouTube.
Yeah, but unless you got like the YouTube point where you can just like leave it open. Unless you
Yeah.
guys, I would have to go and download it, put it in my file so I can just play. But
Yeah.
let's get into Drizzy Drake, man. Was a bomb dropped? Let me start there. Was a bomb dropped to you, or is this still like still giving jabs? Maybe a little Yeah, I mean,
I think it was a great introduction. I definitely think he's gonna pull a back to back, and I think he's gonna have more, as he should. I would not unrelease the clip because he even said it in there. He was like,
you
"And
did.
I know more." So like, don't wake up the demon.
Don't wake up the demon.
I want them to wake up the demon because I want more.
I do.
Like literally, but I
I mean,
think he has something for everybody. I mean, he talked about because I was wondering too, because I actually watched Rolling Loud, like the stream live. And so I saw when Travis Scott was just like, yo, play that and I was like, what's the
mm-hmm.
and then they played it. And so my question is, I'm like, did Travis Scott know that Kendrick was on that song? Or did he not? Because he could have not known.
I feel
I
like
mean,
you
he
did.
could have not known that the verse was there. They could have just dropped it when the album dropped, you know. So I was very curious about that. So he definitely had a shot for Travis, like basically like, yeah, it's all good into your baby mom kissing tells. I think he had a little something for everybody. The fact that he like was able to gather everybody in one like round, I thought was impressionable. The fact that, you know, it's a talent. I think people take away the talent of making a song, making the song, and it was entertaining. He had he had the shots for everybody. You had to dissect what he was saying, and we still had a little dance. And then he had things that had multiple meanings, like the drop and give me 50. I'm hearing like multiple different like meanings for that. I think he did his one, and I think that he has more. I think this is definitely one of like three or something.
Oh, he said he had more, and he was begging
Yeah.
Kendrick to drop at the end. He literally
Yo,
harmonized.
where's Kendrick? I
He
gave y'all
harmonized
2 days. Where y'all at?
I want. I want to go because I was on. I've been on Twitter. That's how I find out about everything. Twitter is like my Fox
Oh
Factor.
yeah, I love Twitter.
Dude, that's
And,
right. I sent it to you from Twitter.
Wait,
yeah,
So
I
do
mean,
you think that information comes on Twitter first or TikTok first? Because I feel like I see a lot on TikTok.
nah, this was Twitter this
this
time.
is this is
You
Twitter
think
because
Twitter first?
this for the older folks. This is for
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say necessarily older, but
you know,
TikTok is gonna be nah. Because TikTok, you got to make a video, whatever. You really don't have
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah.
This is like I
Yeah,
get
I
a
do
quick
think
tweet off about it. You know
the
what I mean?
Instagram is like last to know. Instagram is Facebook now.
Yeah,
Like
Instagram, folks posting stuff 3 days. It's like, all
it's
right, bro.
30,
So
30 plus. You got to get them.
I'm
They
trying
don't
to.
know what's going on.
I want to pull up because I liked a bunch of stuff, and it's a bunch of these tweets that's just like, all right, dog, this is funny. What did folks say? Folks said we waited 3 whole weeks for Drake, and it couldn't be leaked. It couldn't be longer, even if it was leaked. Let that sink in on how people rush everyone but Drake. That's how you know he got ghostwriters. He can't even respond quickly like Ross and Quavo.
bro, first of
Oh.
all, first of
We
all,
got academics saying day 2 with no response from Kendrick yet. We
Well,
got
keep in mind Drake was on tour as all
he
this was
was like,
happening.
if he wasn't on tour, then we probably would have rushed him a little bit more. We probably would have rushed him. MC, you're just trying to be devil's advocate, bro. I don't want to hear anything you have to say about
And I
because
would
artists
rather
have
see it
recorded on
than to
tour.
come with a quick response and then it be murmur. Like, you know, it's like
that.
I'd
Yeah,
rather take a little longer and do what I need to do.
because when you get rushed, then you end up like Meek Mill, putting out
Mhm.
want to know, and then it's
And can
garbage.
we talk about how Meek Mill has never recovered from that, to be honest? He's never fully
Meek
recovered.
Mill
But we're
doesn't
not gonna make this
recover.
about him and all
He
his
doesn't
I
recover because
know
he
he just
makes
keeps doing
himself.
dumb stuff. He just keep
Yeah,
doing dumb stuff.
yeah, he makes himself unrecoverable. Like it's
Yeah.
it's
Like,
it's hard to it's hard to like Meek and
like,
then
bro,
he
why are
don't
you
need Twitter.
tweeting? You tweeting about edible panties is crazy, bro. Like, what are we
Like,
talking about?
bro, but he's also saying he doesn't have like a marketing or PR team. He said that before.
Really?
And this is why it's important for
It's
artists
why it's
that
important.
PR.
Yeah, because then you do stuff like putting fries in your lap while you're in the pool. Like you look crazy. It's nasty.
Bro,
Nasty.
where are these tweets? Let me just ask y'all, what did y'all think of Drake's diss? What did you think of it?
So I loved it. I loved it. As soon as it came on, I was when I because I heard the ref
The get money joke?
with the get money.
Yeah.
And I told you I like that one better at first, and then
Kept
that's
playing.
when that's when Act I was on Act Live. Matter of fact, I sent you the live too. We was talking
Mm-hmm.
back and forth from when it came out. So
Mm-hmm.
like we were talking, and then I heard it on Act Live, like the official version. I was like, ah. Then I kept listening, and then you hear like when the beat would drop out, and like you know what I'm saying.
Sounds more cleaner.
Yeah, like yeah, when
Clear.
it sound more precise. I was like, hold on, Drake actually, because I already liked it before, and then
Mm-hmm.
when I heard the final, I was like, all right, Drake kind of talking on here right now, and I was like, okay, I'm hyped. I was very hyped. That was very much hyped.
Kui, did you enjoy the record?
I enjoyed it, and I thought that it was the right amount of like witty, but still like the powerful punches. Like when he told Metro to shut up and just play some drums, I stopped the song, rewound, and started it over from the top because it's like that's all you like. Just shut up and play some drums. Like get out of here. Like
Not gonna lie.
that was
Yeah,
fire.
I almost
That was good.
flipped the table over when I heard that. I ain't gonna lie.
Dog.
And I feel like that was the only bar he had for him. And
That
it's
is.
funny
And
because
like, what
it
else?
goes
That's all
so
he
many
needed, though.
ways.
That's all he needed, though. 'Cause what you gonna do? What you gonna do to respond? Make some drums.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Make some drums, like
What you gonna sample?
like
He gonna do like Bumblebee and just put a whole bunch of things together just to sound like it did.
no, but did
it
you
ain't gonna
see
work.
his story where he had the drum line?
Yeah,
I just seen it right before the spot.
Yeah, I seen it. Hilarious.
That's hilarious, especially because of that freaking part in the movie when they're trying to make the line.
Where he just
OMG. And then the seniors have to beep the horn. I don't know. I just be thinking like deep into it. So I just was cracking up. I was like, this is funny.
when he put that up, that was hilarious. I definitely died laughing.
Yeah.
So, MC, I assume you didn't really feel
Oh no.
Did you not like
Let me,
it?
let,
Like,
me, let me be non-biased. I think now listening to it, I'm liking the Drake, even though I feel like it's false equivalent. Kendrick is a feature. There's a whole song. I'm really liking this Drake record. I've been playing it nonstop. So let me be very clear.
Well, can I also say it has to be an equivalent because Kendrick said something first. In this sense, Kendrick brought it back because we ain't really heard like a whole lot of like talking for real until Kendrick said something. So you said something on a feature. That don't mean I gotta go find somebody and then get on a feature and then respond.
Oh no, absolutely right. Absolutely right. I'm just talking about in terms of like length, right? Pause. Because you gotta that was kind of crazy. you got
no Diddy.
You said what?
I said no Diddy.
No Diddy.
No, absolutely no Diddy. No Diddy. No, nothing related to Sean Puffy Combs. None of that. I feel like it's still a bit of a false equivalency, but I'm not going to like take that away from the record. I think the record was, and this is what I'm saying. I think in today's age, and it could just be more so the times, making a diss hits a little harder. Well, not even little. It hits a lot harder when it's a diss that everybody's singing. Like we've seen that with, again, back to back, which I will give it to Drake. He has that ability to where I'm going to diss you and folks know it's a diss and they're still going to sing it in the club. They're like, this might be one of the songs of the summer. If the next one that comes isn't harder, this could be one of those where it's like, yo, drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50. Drop and give me.
Yeah.
I like it. And then I heard it samples, I think it's Big Ready to What's Beef.
Samples
Big. Yeah, I seen it today. I was like, this sounds familiar because I remember hearing this sample in Jay-Z and Meek, What's Free. I heard it at that point too, and then somebody posted it today. But I like the record. I want to break down these lyrics. Somebody posted a thread of like I don't want to go to Genius to do it, but I feel like I might have to step. He was saying a lot. He said a lot. I'm gonna just go to Genius. It's okay.
He said a lot, and he had a lot for everybody. I mean, not a lot, but a little bit for everybody.
Genius push up. All right, cool. Starts off. I can never be nobody number one fan. The first number one, I had to put it in your hand.
That he started. Come on.
He started it with the stop playing with me.
Yeah.
Genius says.
I had to give you that. You could
give
it to you.
And folks thought he was talking about Kendrick, but this is actually right back to Future, who said, "You my number one fan, dog." It's like, no, bro.
But also, you see how this could go multiple ways because let's not forget that Drake put Kendrick a whole song on that album. I can't think of what album it was, but this is before we were even introduced to Kendrick. He had a whole song on
Drake's Take Care, right?
Yeah, maybe Take Care. I can't remember. But the point of the matter is, all of these people that's kind of coming at him, he's giving them number ones. It's like he's collaborated with them and helped boost their careers, and now y'all coming at me.
Ross. because he gave Ross some number ones and he gave Future number ones. He
That's
gave
true.
Ross freaking a whole bunch of songs. Freaking he was on Pop That. I mean that's French Montana, but like Ross still, Ashton Martin. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Future,
goodness.
Money in the Grave. Money in the Grave.
uh,
And
Tony
Oh, I
Montana.
forgot about that. Yeah, come on.
Drake his first number
Some
ones.
appreciation. It's like that.
Who gave Drake his first number ones? Rihanna.
Ooh. So
I mean, but she not writing
If I'm ASAP, that's all I
Rihanna's not here. Rihanna's not
If
here.
I'm ASAP though,
and
my girl gave you your number ones.
and
Remember
you know
that.
and you know why? But you know why we don't care about that? Because ASAP could have said that on the album. But when we listened to his song, it didn't hit. It didn't even matter.
And
A$AP
nobody's even checking for ASAP's music these days.
I'm not.
I mean, but ASAP also isn't dropping one. He's not really dropping like that. And two, his music is like he has a specific audience. Like his audience is really like niche.
I feel like he hasn't been the same since like his whole crew in the Shabba, right? Shabba, right? Was that A$AP Ferg? A$AP Ferg.
Yeah.
When they were doing, when they were all around, that's when it was like a thing.
No, A$AP still puts out good music though. It's just like I said.
I ain't heard nothing from ASAP. I haven't checked for ASAP in some times. I don't know if he has things out currently or not.
When I hear it, it's good. That wasn't though.
I think he has Fashion Killer. Oh, she a Fashion Killer.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Fashion Killer might have been the last record I heard from. Yeah, and I like Fashion Killer.
Cool.
Oh, you probably know better than me, brother. I ain't heard no ASAP.
Testing was his last album, and I like Testing. That was.
Oh, did you?
That was the song with I Pray.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Oh, okay, I like that.
Oh, yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Okay.
What's up with ASAP right now?
But Fashion Killer not on there.
Fashion Killer is back. I think that was on the first album.
Oh, I'm way dated. My bad.
Oh yeah.
Album. Somewhere.
Well, yeah, we like that. We like that song. We like that one. That one little thing.
It was on Long Live ASAP.
Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. You won't never take no chain off of us. How you big stepping with a size 7 men's on? I've laughed at that.
That was funny. Find out that his shoe size really is a size 7.
I knew it when he said it. I was like, oh wow, he wears a size 7. That's crazy.
Kendrick is 5'5", I think, and I wear bigger shoe size than Kendrick. I'm like, yo, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Because 7 is like still kids. I think men's is 7.5.
Yeah. 8. I thought it started like 8.
Yeah, I thought it started at 8.
Okay, well, even better. I mean, come on.
He said, this the bark with the bite. What's up? I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up. Extortion, baby. Your whole career been shook up because Top told you job to get me 50 likes and push-ups. Now, here's where this part gets mixed reviews. Because some are saying that Drake not too long ago was in the exact same deal where he's giving money to Baby, who's giving money to like Pusha even mentioned this, I think, on Story of Adonis, where it's like, yo, when you divide that pie, you're not getting a whole bunch of that split for real.
But is that his first contract or his current contract? Because I think that by now
his current contract is gotta be different.
Yeah, it's gotta be. I think he's basically getting all of it at this point.
Yeah. It's even been alluded to that he profits off of other artists
that he don't even know.
Yeah, and if that's the case, then Drake is really like the Thanos of the music industry. Rap.
So that's exactly why he can get that off. That's why he can say that. Because so what that I was in that deal. I'm not in that deal now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still.
But now K-Dot's technically out the deal now because he's not signed to TDE no more.
Yeah, he's not. You're right.
Oh.
Yeah. After. Yeah. I think it was either right when Mr. Morale dropped. I think that was like his first one without TDE or his last one.
I think that was his last one. I think that was the last one.
For sure.
We got your last one.
Yeah, that was his last one. Yep.
Last one? Okay. That makes sense.
Now he's completely independent.
Oh.
Last one bricked. They make excuses because they hate to see me lit. For your contract, we got to see the split. The way you doing splits, your pants might rip. I instantly thought of the SpongeBob meme, and that's pretty funny too.
That was good. It was funny. Yes, it was witty and like impactful.
Yeah.
You better do that show inside the biddy. Maroon 5 need a verse. You better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop. You better drop and give me 50. So what I've seen with this is that he's trying to discredit. Kendrick is somebody who was very big on the integrity of artistry, and like him going and doing those pop records is kind of like, okay, well, how you gonna preach on that? But then you over here doing stuff with Maroon 5 and Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
and it's clearly not hip
The
hop.
whites.
Yeah.
The white sound.
Yeah.
Does it hit different if it's coming from Drake, who has kind of been like a pop star for like the last?
But even with that, like, are there really white artists that Drake has songs with?
Yeah, I feel like Drake is considered a pop artist, but I feel like there's those certain artists that will have songs, huh?
I say he just transcends so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I do feel like there's those certain artists, like he said, that'll have a song with like Maroon 5 and like somebody like a Nicki Minaj. Like she's like very like, pop, like she with the Dixie Chicks and the freaking
Or
all those type of
or
like,
Wiz Khalifa. Like Wiz
yeah.
Khalifa do that.
I think there's those type of rappers, and I don't think Drake is that. To be honest, I can't. I mean, we'd have to pull the records, the receipts, but I can't think of a collaboration that he's done with like a super super poppy like type artist or like any of those bands versus Kendrick has, and even all of his collaborations with Beyonce can be arguable, like type artists or like
yeah.
Right.
What else we got? We got You Ain't No Big Three. SZA got you wiped down. Travis got you wiped down. Savage got you wiped down. Like your label boy, you in the scope right now. You're gonna feel the aftermath of what I write down. Big difference between Mike then and Mike now. What's this? A 20v1? What's a prince to a king? He a son.
that was crazy. But hold up, what do you guys think about when he said Travis got you wiped down too? Because I'm like, hold on, wait, are you like bigging up Travis? Because
I,
later you went on to say something about Travis, so I couldn't figure that out. I was like, why he say Travis got you
I
wiped down?
think he's just saying that the big three ain't you.
yeah.
I don't think I think it was less about bigging up Travis and just saying like, yo, you think that it's just you, but like it's people that are doing better than you right now. Now, I think SZA's in a whole different area than
Yeah.
so I didn't really like that. Travis, I could see the debate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Savage, nah, I don't think Savage is there. You know what I'm saying? But it was just his point was really just to say, yo, you think that it's just you, and it's like, no, there's people that could take your place easily.
Yeah.
I think from
Great.
Drake's standpoint, and again, I'm kind of seeing it like, because it depends on what places somebody in your top three for you, right? Your top whatever. Some folks are going to do everything, where in terms of lyrical ability meets ability to make a song, meets hits, meets success, meets like your competitive nature as an MC. Cool. From this, what it sounds like, especially with Drake being, I don't want to say necessarily a numbers guy, but
No, he is.
he's okay. Yeah, he's a numbers guy. He's the biggest of them all in terms of numbers. Like he's outselling. He has the most number ones, the longest charting, whatever the case may be. So I think from this perspective, it's talking about like, okay, these are three people where if I'm looking at it from my lens, are bigger than you because their numbers are going crazy right now. They're more relevant. Kendrick ain't really been out since Mr. Morale, which was what now? A year ago?
22.
22. So almost touching 2 years ago. So I think from that perspective, it's looking like no, these three folks over here, they lit. Everybody's singing their songs, they out here. Whereas you, my boy, ain't nobody singing that record where you arguing. Yeah, when you arguing with your girl back and forth towards the end, like
How about that song?
ain't nobody singing that just willingly.
Yeah.
Right.
We got what did y'all think of? Well, we think we touched it. What's this? A 20v1? You feel like he's been gigged up on, and then I appreciated the what's a prince to a king? He is son. That's like 3 triple entendres right there for him.
Yeah, because I definitely felt that was impactful in Kendrick's verse when he was like, after Big Three, it's just Big Me. I felt that. I was like, okay, Kendrick. And then when he was saying, forget Michael Jackson. I can't think of the line, but some with his Prince and Michael Jackson reference. I was like, okay, you got one there. So when Drake came back with this, I was like, yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah,
It,
nice.
It
it
was
felt
fire. That was a good line.
felt like when battle rappers are going like, say Charlie Clips, he just spit. No, say somebody just spit they first round, and then before they even get to the rest of they next round, the other rapper, they got an immediate rebuttal.
Yeah,
So
media model. Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
what it felt like to me. That's something like that's kind of hard. That's kind of fly.
that was
yeah,
hard.
Then, uh, Prince often, Drake often calls himself Mike.
Yep.
Prince with Kendrick, but Michael also has a son named Prince Jackson. I found that out afterwards. I'm like,
Yep.
oh, Drake is kind of
That's
cool.
crazy. I didn't make that correlation. So yeah, no, that makes it even crazier now.
I
I
didn't
was
even.
like, yeah, Drake is kind of cool. What else? What else we got? Get more love in the city that you from, Metro. Shut up, shut up. Let's make some drums. Um,
Metro.
he
I ain't
has
gonna
some
lie.
shot. He has some shot.
That bar was really fire to me. I ain't gonna lie, because like when the beat drop out and then he said, "Metro, make some drums," I said, oh,
That was crazy. I had to start it over after that. I was like, oh no, we got to take this from the top.
It's like, yeah, at that point, it's like, oh, you mad. You're bugging and you're joking at the same time, and
yeah,
that's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, because
Yeah.
Drake is petty. I'm gonna bar you down. I'm gonna get some jokes in these bars too, though.
Yep.
He has some shots for the weekend on here, talking about how weekend manager be stealing his money and tricking out on dudes and
Yes, I heard that. I was like,
I didn't think it was tricking out. I think it was like a security thing. I I don't know if it was necessarily like on like that type of time.
should I read his lyrics, brother? Because
Yeah,
where is it? Oh, no, I ain't lose it. I ain't lose it. I ain't lose it. He said, "Cash blowing able bread out here tricking. What we do for Jones, we do for he doing for yeah. I mean jets, whips,
exactly.
chains, wicked, wicked, wicked. Spin it like you trying to f boy. You tripping."
Okay. I mean,
I don't
I
think
just
it.
I just don't want to put that on his jacket, and that's not
I
true.
don't. I don't
Yeah,
either. I'm saying this is what Drake is alluding to. I'm
right,
not saying
yeah.
it's true. This could be false for all we know. But
right.
I'm saying that Drake is alluding to, yo, your manager is out here spending your money on dudes trying to get at him.
Well, I don't think I read it as trying to get at them. I think I kind of like interpreted it as like being like what kind of like trying to impress other men, but not like in a
Yeah,
sense of like dating other men, but it's just like you're taking money and like spending this on like to try to have friends like or try to have
Okay.
people around you
yeah,
like it's just like you lame like you know what I'm saying like you spending this like this is what we do to women and you're doing this to men like you know what I'm saying. I don't think he's
for
like
sure.
directly saying that he's that, but he's just like clowning him for that because it's like
Yeah,
you're,
you're trying to
you're
impress the dudes. So like,
yeah, like you're trying to impress dudes like
Okay.
does
So
that.
yes, that probably is it. But the way he's framing it, I think he's saying it from a point of yes, that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. But bro, look at what you're doing. Cause it looks like you're trying to yeah, I
Get a
mean,
suspect. But
yeah,
suspect in a Jonas is not a suspect in a you for real suspect. I think it's like I'm clowning you suspect, but not like you
with
actually.
with BBL Drizzy, I don't know. It it
yeah,
could very well be he means, hey man, check.
yo, the BBO thing is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I
BBL
want
Drizzy is crazy.
yeah, I ain't
Cause
gonna lie, cause the abs and the nose thing, I ain't gonna lie, that is nasty business to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't think he. I do believe that he got his abs done. I do
Oh
think
no,
that.
you look at I ain't gonna lie, you look at his nose,
You think
like
it
you
looks
look at
different?
it. Yeah, no, it
that don't
does.
look different to me. I don't
It don't
see
look
it.
different to me.
I seen it. All right, well, it looked different when I saw.
He said,
I'm
"I
gonna
seen
find it.
it."
Like I
I
said,
see
I'm a Drake fan, so I'm gonna keep it a stack. I saw it. I saw the difference. So
Yikes.
I'll try to see if I can find it again. But
Yeah. I did see, I think Hollywood Unlocked posted like a little like side by side, but I just, I don't know, just gave two different pictures. I didn't really, but maybe.
the most I really noticed when because I'm not just out here paying attention to Drake body, but I have noticed he's been wearing like these weird. Like, I seen that all white
Like the
outfit with
chest plate
like
stuff.
dinosaur bones on his back, and I was like, all right, Kendrick. I mean, all right, Drake, what we doing? This is
yeah,
this this is this is,
Yeah.
this is a little much.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's not. I don't know.
it's. I mean, do y'all have any particular parts of? Because this he said a lot in here. I ain't gonna lie. If you want to break down the whole thing, he said a lot in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me pull it up so I can see if it's anything that I felt anything
Oh,
I felt was crazy.
I don't know if y'all noticed because this is another thing put out on Twitter. How in the Get Money version, there was a bar said there
That's
that when you
changed.
get to the final version, it ain't there no more.
What was
Yeah,
the bar?
I don't know if you want to. I feel like we here. So apparently, it was something in reference to when he was responding to Rick Ross. It was around that section,
Mm-hmm.
the response, and I forgot in the original song it was, but it was some, and you should mind your business because you got to deal with, and then it was blank, but everything was rhyming
yeah,
with like
yeah. Diddy bar.
itty,
Oh
gritty,
yeah, yeah,
nitty,
yeah.
litty, and then it gets to because you should mind your business because you got to deal with, and then he just said,
Yeah,
oh, and kept it
I heard
pushing.
about that. Yeah, I heard
In
about
the
that.
other version, the final, it's not there no more.
Yeah,
Do y'all think he might have been alluding to the new boogeyman
for
of
sure. Because Diddy apparently like slapped him in the face or something or whatever at some point, and I know they had their issues. So I'm sure he made that jab too.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
I'm thinking, well, yes, that did happen. My brain is associating, well, not okay. Let me not say I'm associating. I've seen where folks are associating. Hey, he probably took it out because he might have been involved with some dealing, not necessarily what Diddy's been accused of, but some things to where it's like, don't do that when you got your own skeletons in the closet.
Mm,
But we
Rick,
already heard the leak, so it's not like you know what I'm saying. And I think this was all planned for it to come out like this. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I
think
think
so?
yeah, I think he planned for us to first talk about the sample version, and then not the sample, the reference version, and
Mm-hmm.
then we hear the final where it's like, all right,
Yeah.
now I'm really getting my stuff off for real, because like there's no reason why they both came out separately like that. You know what I'm saying? Other
Mm-hmm.
than him wanting to put it out like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think he wanted us to hear both of them, but the final one was like, you know, I can get this off, but I can still have this here. You know what I'm saying? I could get both of them.
I wonder is he gonna put it on iTunes? Was there any difference between the Rick Ross iTunes and the?
No, it wasn't. It was the same thing. It was the exact same thing.
if if it's planned, because I know the weekend said on We Still Don't Trust You, something about you got leaks in your operation. It's ironic that next day when it's time for Drake's this, it's leaked. If it's planned, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of sucker to hey, I'm gonna put out this version that I'm not gonna say it's from me, but I'm making it seem like it's like not from me. And let me see if they like it. And if they don't, oh, let me go back. Hey, yo, act, go play the real version. I don't know.
I don't
If
even think it
that's
was like
planned,
that
I don't
though.
like it. I don't like it.
I don't think it was like that. I think he wanted to put out both versions. I think he wanted to put out both versions so
Why
that
put
we
out both versions of the exact same thing where it's just only like
Because I feel like he might like both. It's just like this for the people that's gonna vibe with this people for vibe for that. Like I like both. I can't decide. Here's both.
this is not an EP pack. This is not an album rollout. This is a disc record, bro. We got
yeah.
no. I'm
So what?
bro. What? No, I feel like that's mad corny. If it's planned, I don't know if it was planned or not, but if it's planned, it's like dog. If you really confident that this is gonna shake folks up, whatever the case may be, bro, stand on it. Don't put it out and then try to think. No, maybe, no. Okay, here, take this. Like, don't do that, bro.
That's
That's
not what he did. He put both of them are out.
I'm saying if it's planned. If he planned on doing that in the beginning, it could have been a real leak where it's like, dog, you wasn't supposed to put that out there. Because I'm sure he recorded two versions, had him was like, maybe I don't like this one. I want to put this one out. But whoever had the leak, just put it out. I'm saying if it's planned, like it was supposed to leak, and then go proud the other version, that's corny to me.
How did back to back come out? That came out on SoundCloud, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
it
Yeah.
was I think charged up and back to back, both for SoundCloud.
Okay. Okay, because I'm trying to see if it's like if it was like a leak thing because it's not irregular for Drake to leak or have his songs get leaked. It happens all the time. So I think that this might have been another scenario of that where either somebody puts it out because I also heard like the thing where Drake actually purposefully leaks certain songs. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So it could be either way. He wanted to just put it out and he didn't really care about it being on DSPs because the people that need to hear it are going to hear it regardless.
And
You
we
know,
did.
yeah, because I don't even get on Twitter. But once I saw the notification because the app is just on my phone. And I get on there from time to time. But then
Right.
I got the notification on my phone saying that he dropped it, and then ever since I haven't been off Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been glued to my phone, just trying to see like what's next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it could be either way. You know what I'm saying?
Good. I just take some points away if you purposely leaked. Because even with you, because back to back, I don't remember it being a leak. I remember just dropping on SoundCloud and everybody just
Mhm.
reacting on Twitter like, "Yo, it's out on SoundCloud." Saying they were charged up. Um, and I know Drake has purposely like leaked his records before, but I just think in the midst of this, if you're leaking a version one of a disc to then see how folks react and then put out version two of the disc, that is just a little. It's like, all right, bro, you gonna stand on it, stand. On it. And then everybody's confused, like, oh, is this AI? Is it not AI? I remember we talked about the Get Money record, and we thought it was AI, it was real, not real or real. And then he was like, no, Ack is playing the real one right now. Um,
But he was playing both of them because Ack was originally because when I first saw it live, Ack was on the stream reading it from the reference version, and
Mhm.
then somebody texted him the audio of the final version. So
mm,
that's
mm.
so he already heard both of them. You know
These
what I'm saying?
anonymous texts to academics is just hilarious.
He's the new Funk Flex, bro. He's the
And
he's
it's so
the
funny because he's like most hated and clowned, and everyone's like, not liking him, but then like leaking him stuff. It's like, what?
Yeah, I've,
because
I've always been a fan of Act ever since high school. I've been tapping the Act.
see,
Yeah.
I ain't really tap into Act prior to recent years. Like, ever Joe Budden, what was that? Everyday Struggle. Once I seen him on Everyday Struggle, then I got tapped into to who he was. But hey man. Yeah, Mick, did you have any piece of Drake's dish you wanted to dissect?
I think we hit everything that I was looking at for real, for real. I just appreciated the disc all around. Like I thought it was super fire. You know what I'm saying? He and how everybody's coming after him, and he's
Mm.
like, all right, well, if my back against the wall, if I go down, I'm gonna go down fighting. You know what I'm saying? It's like the as a matter of fact, now that you're doing that, like the black guy that fought all the white boys, he fought like seven
Yeah.
white boys by himself, knocking him out.
Fact,
You know what I'm saying?
fact.
So Drake was like, "Hey, if y'all gonna all come at me like that, I might as well go down swinging if I'm gonna lose," which he didn't. You know what
Literally.
I'm saying? He's still up. You know what I'm saying? Metro still got to make them drums. And like he, it ain't, it ain't, it ain't
That's
nothing.
not going nowhere for a while.
Yeah,
That's not going anywhere. That's funny. That's
Yeah,
really
no,
funny.
that was good.
yeah.
That was a good one.
We got to drop and give him 50. Like you know what I'm saying? The 50% is still getting taken. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
That's cool. Do y'all think that who do y'all think gets this first round? Drake or Kendrick?
Drake.
Whew.
Kui? Who you got giving the first round to? Drake or Kendrick?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to give it to Drake. But like you said, the fact that Drake has a whole song, Kendrick has a verse. I'm a Drake fan. I'm not a Kendrick fan, so I'm trying not to be biased here.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to give it to Drake. I'm gonna have to give it to Drake.
It has to go to Drake.
I don't
But
I
I
don't
do think that Kendrick was very aggressive
This kid right
and
here.
very.
who was that?
That's Drake in his yearbook picture. Look like a little. You know,
That's like the yearbook picture of
Oh,
yeah, it is probably my yearbook picture. My name that different. I ain't gonna lie. Mine definitely ain't that different.
I don't want to give it I don't want to be
Yeah, you
biased.
don't want to, but you have to. You don't want to, but you have to. Go ahead.
Because I've been playing like that ever since it came out, and I especially give hype on Kendrick's verse. So, but
no, that's all you know. Future's verse isn't all
yeah,
that.
features because that song doesn't do what it does like this if it's no Kendrick verse on there. That's
Exactly.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
But in terms of diss records, I really enjoyed this diss record. I think I gotta reluctantly give it to Drake for right now.
It's also not over, but
Yeah,
that's
no,
It's only round one. Round
yeah.
one.
There's a lot of game to play, you know.
Now, question: how long do we think until Kendrick responds, and then what do we think is going to be Kendrick's response to
I'll give
Drake?
Kendrick to the end of this week. I think Kendrick's gonna violate Drake. I think Kendrick is gonna do. I think he's gonna do what he needs to do. I really do. And I'm not a Kendrick fan, so for me to say that, it's a compliment. It's like, yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Kendrick has.
Yeah,
Because Kendrick can get there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We haven't really seen him do his own diss song, but we know that Kendrick, has the pen, and we know that he can get busy himself. You know what
and
I'm
I think Kendrick's coming with a straight face. Like, I don't think he's gonna be like that witty and comical. I think he's coming like
he's actually
you know what I mean?
hurt feelings.
Yeah, no jokes, no laughs.
We're gonna see why Cole backed out.
Yeah.
We're gonna see why Cole said, you know what, I want to be a happy guy.
What?
He wants his peace.
Exactly.
Like the wilding out, like wild style, kind of like back and forth. I didn't know y'all was on that type time.
Yeah.
I'll go back to my wife in North Carolina, work on this album.
How do we feel about him being on the album? On Metro's album?
Who's on Metro's album? J. Cole?
J. Cole. I look at it away, even if
I don't like that.
Folks are saying the verse was recorded mad long ago, but it's like, okay, just like we see with Drake, you have the power to pull a verse whenever if it's not clear, it's clear. And then even though I don't think because it would happen beforehand, it wasn't related to like what he was about to do with like the whole apology thing. But he said like, yo, I've just been a conscious rapper who trying to get girls. I ain't never really been with like the beef or.
But I thought that felt recent to me because of those bars though. Like
it feels like it, but it's like it could have been like because it did feel like kind of left field out of nowhere in that verse. But if
I would like to see him stick by Drake and like them two kind of take on the industry. It's a good little pair, especially like the underdog, and then like J. Cole has that song with Yachty, and like he's really really becoming like more commercial, and like we're really giving him looks now, and it's just unfortunate that he backed out. This was a good opportunity for him, and he gave like underdog vibes, and I was ready to see him like really step into it.
Queen, do you think it stains his legacy as a rapper?
Yeah.
It kind of has to. I ain't gonna lie. But at the end of the day, it ain't. Cole is still Cole lyrically. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't take anything away from his music, but it's some stuff that he can't say no more because of this. And I think Cole is content with that because Cole never really cared about really like being in the limelight or having all the praise from everybody else. He just wanted to do what he loves, and that's rap. So
yeah,
you can't say no more.
I would say he doesn't care about limelight and more so like the glitz and glamour aspect of it, because even like in just his like regular attire, like Cole look like he ain't really got nothing too crazy. It was like the Balenciaga, the Gucci, But I do think in terms of like his competitiveness and wanting to solidify that number one spot, now knowing how the public feels about it, I do think that might make him feel away. Like it's kind of like the let Nas down thing all over again for him. Like I let the world down. Now you really let Nas down and Jadakiss and all the other ones.
And all the other ones.
No, it's a lot more than Nas now.
It's a lot
more. It's a lot more.
Let a lot of people down.
Okay. Do we? So we holding up Ross's this, Drake's this. We think Kendrick is coming. We giving him what, 2 weeks max to come
Uh,
back?
I said 2 weeks.
I feel like he'll come at the end of this week.
Or
Thursday, Friday.
or he'll go and do the thing that he does and just wait forever.
Do you think that
Nah.
he'll like not respond?
If Kendrick don't respond, he's out of the top. Yeah, you can't. You can't.
Yeah.
He's going to respond, but we know that Drake makes songs faster than Kendrick does. You know what I'm saying?
That might be a problem for Kendrick this time around because you can't wait a month, 2 months. No.
Yeah, hell no.
But he's earned that equity to drop whenever.
Not like a month. That's crazy.
Not in
That's crazy.
not when you diss him. Not in like a diss war. No, you ain't. There is no equity in. Oh, I'm gonna wait until you get the same amount of time that your opponent got. Drake took what was it? 2 weeks, 3 weeks since like that.
But but I don't look at Drake's diss as a direct response to like that. I think it's like Rick Ross and like.
Yeah, but it was to everybody. But at the same time,
it was to everybody. It all happened.
Collective.
But it happened because of like that though.
Yeah, it did. Like that caused everybody to pick up a pen and pad and
everybody picked up a pad and was like, all right, well, let's get busy. And Metro picked up his drum pad. So
and that seems to be a reoccurring thing for Kendrick because when Control came out, everybody and their mama had a response to Control.
But did Kendrick respond to anybody during Control? No. A lot of people responded. I used to bump "Ooh, Kill 'Em" all the time. I was a big Meek fan back in the day. When he responded from Control to Ooh, and he dropped "Ooh, Kill 'Em," I was listening to it. I don't remember Kendrick responding to that.
What came first, his BET Cypher or Control?
Control,
yeah. I feel like that BET Cypher now, if that's the case, gotta have.
It was like a response, yeah.
Because I know there's definitely something towards Drake in there, but in terms of other folks, I gotta listen to it again to see. In terms of, are we done with the Drake and Kendrick fiasco? Are we good there?
I think so.
Okay, in other news of beef, we know that Quavo and Christopher Maurice Brown have had their attentions and
about Karrueche and apparently neither of them are dating Karrueche right now, so it just feels petty.
That's if that's true, that's the even crazier part. Why we beefing?
I guess now it's like it's still beef regardless.
Yeah, it's like I still don't like you, so I'm gonna just shoot at you. Yeah. Chris shot at Quavo on the deluxe of 11/11. I think the song is called Freak. Where I think it is on Freak because it got Joyner and Lil Wayne and T Grizzly on there, I believe.
I still gotta listen to the album because I ain't gonna lie, I'm too big of a Chris fan to not have listened to it. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't like 11/11 at all, for real.
Yeah.
Shoot, I did.
I'm sorry. I feel like I hate Chris Brown with Afro beats now. I really, really do.
Sensational.
Yeah, I'm cool. I don't want Chris Brown on Afro beats. And I won't lie. There were some records that is Afro beats and I couldn't deny. But majority of the time and I've seen where Smart like folks in R&B will often confuse Afro beats as R&B now, or like the Afro beat drums, make it R&B, and it's like that's not R&B, that's Afro beats.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of artists try to tap into that international sound.
Yeah.
Because that the money really be overseas.
Yeah.
But I'm just not a fan.
Everybody can do it.
I don't want Chris on Afro beats anymore.
I don't want Chris battling anybody, and I don't want to hear Quavo in a cypher battling anybody either, to be honest.
Quavo responded though with a diss track called Tinder the same day, I think. Like,
yeah, it had.
He was like Ross, like I ain't going Twitter.
It had feature on it, right?
Wow.
I said it had feature on it, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, did it? I need to listen to that again. I like kind of didn't pay this.
I might be wrong. I might be totally wrong on that.
Let me tell you. We can.
Something about Quavo and Future.
But do we think it's going to turn into like a Kendrick?
No, this is far from that.
Right? Is it going to be continuous? Oh no, it's just Quavo. Continuous shots, or it's just he said something, I said something, and we just got our attention. Keep it pushing.
I think I
think
see
they
this.
want to throw the hands.
Yeah, I see this as something where they get caught somewhere. It could. I don't want
Drake,
it
You're
to.
about to fight like backstage at like a BT Awards or something like
I
that.
think so.
Yeah,
Chris definitely wants to throw hands. He's made that very clear.
Yeah.
Like I think when they was doing the All-Star game last year and they won, he was like, "Yo, Quavo, where you at?" Like,
Yeah, I remember that.
straight up.
yeah. Matter of fact, when they had the little fashion show and they had to sit next to each other, and everybody thought that they was
Yeah.
cool, and then Chris was like, "Oh no, I'm just here for the bag."
Like, I'm not gonna mess it up, but trust and believe. When we
Yeah,
get outside away from here, I'll shoot the fade.
yeah. I
Yeah.
be next to him, but I ain't talking to him. I still have problems with this young man.
Yeah.
Did you finally hear the Bryson album? Mitt, Mitt, don't disappoint me, bro.
You know, you know,
Mitt,
you
what?
know.
Jesus, man.
I do like that. I'm gonna take her to something rodeo and whatever she want.
But
I don't
that's
think that's on
from
the- yeah, that's not
that's,
on the album now.
That's
no,
on the album?
it's on the
Oh,
album.
it is.
But
Oh.
that's from the Slum Tiller thing. I don't count that. That's just a cop out. You didn't hear the album either, Queen.
No, not yet.
To you both, it's a really good album.
Oh, is it? I can imagine that.
I'm telling you for the first time. I'm telling Mitt for now the second time in a row.
Let me check it out.
You're not gonna check it out, are you, Mitt? You're not going.
No, I am. No, because I like Bryson. It's just like I keep getting caught up with other stuff, bro. Like it's like
The Kendrick Drake version. I understand.
Yeah, that's super entertaining. I'm ready for another song. I'm ready for more of that. Like, I feel like don't give us too much time in between. Like, somebody do something.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want it to be too much time, but that's what I'm saying. Kendrick can only take 2 weeks. I don't care how long it takes you to write a song.
A week. I want Kendrick at the end of this week. I want Kendrick to drop something before this week is out.
Oh, yeah,
I do too. But to give grace, I will give 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, same time that Drake had. Yeah. After that, it's like, all right, bro. What? Because the longer you wait, the higher the expectation, anticipation of it goes up, and it's like if it come and don't deliver.
Yeah, and I don't think he needs 2 or 3 weeks because it's like from the time he wrote that and all this other stuff that's been going on, I feel like you should have been preparing your number 2. So the same, I feel like he had since, he had Drake's 3 weeks plus an additional 3 weeks. Like, it's like, no.
Shoot, Drake, apparently he had a diss for Drake since like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So, that's crazy.
You said that.
Yeah, and it's yet to hit the surface. So we already know he has something for Drake. Hopefully. We just wait to see what it is.
Yeah. Because hopefully Drake's already working on his number 2 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he already has it. I've seen some stuff where it's like, I don't know if it was AI. I was gonna get to that next about this whole AI and everything, but folks are saying, yo, he already got it in tuck. He just waiting to bait Kendrick, and they just trying to bait each other.
So Kendrick, they did drop an AI Kendrick verse.
Yeah, I heard it.
You hear that?
And I was was directed.
Is that the one that showed me?
It might have been. I think so. Because it mainly was directed towards Cole, like how Cole retracted his diss and apologized, and now Kendrick is basically talking like, I got one more to go. It's Drake. Drake can't see me to die. I can tell it's AI because I'm like, there's no way this is Kendrick's response to this. There's no way.
Yeah. That's why I played a little bit, but I was like, this AI, I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna ask. Do y'all think that, not even just in terms of this diss, but like, we know that AI is growing. It's getting more and more difficult to tell what's real, what's not real, with images, with videos that's posted, with music. What's the effect that y'all think AI is finna like have on music in just like the coming years for real?
We're not gonna be able to tell what song is real and what's not, because it's already getting scary now. Like we can hear it, and then we can like kind of tell, all right, this is AI. Maybe this one isn't a real one, but like there's some times where like you really don't know, and I feel like it's only going to get worse. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then there's some AI songs that I actually like they'll have like another artist singing somebody else's song, and I'm just like trying to go back to find it. It's like, oh, where's that AI of like Rihanna singing Beyonce or like Beyonce singing Rihanna? I'm like, I want to play that, like, So it's like it is weird because some of the songs you actually like, Yeah.
it's just getting scary out here.
Very scary territory.
Yeah.
Technology is getting a little too advanced to the point where, yeah.
It makes me think that like how there was recently like a lot, I think we said it maybe last pod mid, or maybe I just said to someone else, but there have been like a lot of layoffs within the music industry in terms of like label execs and things like
Oh,
that,
really? Wow.
and how we've seen companies like just non-music companies do it when it comes to replacing people with tech, with AI. So it bears the question: will like labels lead to, if artists are refusing to like put out music or do whatever, they can just go tap in with some AI real quick. They already got your voice, have somebody write the lyrics, they AI magic it, and now you got a whole new Rihanna record that where she never even set foot in the studio.
Yeah.
Or yeah, it's just scary. It's just very scary to think about for real. So
Yeah, it's scary. I think AI has been on my side. Like I work in IT, so I like chat GPT every freaking thing. Like all my
absolutely.
email responses, or even if I go on interviews, I'm like, what do you ask the software engineer in an interview? And like whatever, whatever.
Mhm.
So AI has been my friend lately. So I can't really speak too negatively.
I mean, I of course AI, it should really stand for like assistant intelligence, right? Because it really does help in a lot of like good ways. It's just a matter of, it's like any weapon, right? Anything can be really dangerous if you put it in the wrong hands.
Yeah.
Right.
So the amount of good it does, think about the amount of bad that it can do as well, for real. So
Yeah.
Right.
uh this has been this has been real. Everybody
Yeah.
hearts and minds clear. Anything else they want to add to the fire?
I think I got everything out, man, for this
Queen,
week.
you got
Same.
everything out?
Same. I think everybody hates Drake. Just ganging up on
Everybody
him.
hates Drake.
And also too, I think it's so funny because I think that they're constantly trying to take away like his credibility just with the writing and everything. But it's like, to be honest, like I don't think they'll ever make me hate Drake. And there's a lot of people that feel the same way. I say Drake has a large capacity of like the female audience. And when I went to him and 21 Savage's concert in LA, I mean, it was just so many like other ethnicities there and so many females there. And I think that crowd doesn't care about his ghost writing and da da da. So I just I don't I just don't think they're gonna be able to destroy him like they're trying to attempt to do. Like they're not gonna be able to ja Rule him or Meek Mill him.
Yeah,
His
he
audience is just too wide. Like he's just
way
too
too wide.
like global.
I completely
So
agree.
good
He's
luck.
hard to. I won't ever say he's Michael Jackson status because Michael Jackson is one of one,
Yeah.
but he's definitely at like the pinnacle. He's the top artist of our generation, easily,
For
Uh,
especially
sure.
in terms of hip hop. Um, I'd say Beyonce is slightly of a different generation, so that's why I don't want to compare.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially for like us, Drake is. There's no one
He's the
bigger.
Beyonce of rap, I would say, for sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
you can say
Yeah, Drake is the Beyonce of rap because, like, even with music, you have Jasmine Sullivan and all these other amazing like vocalists that people might give accolades elsewhere, but Beyonce is Beyonce, and I could definitely think that Drake is the Beyonce of rap. Like, he may not be, conscious the rapper and a rap, like or whatever the case may be, or as gritty as some people might, or like Papoose, he went through the whole alphabet rapping. I don't know if Drake is gonna ever do that type of stuff, but yeah, we can
it.
call him the Beyonce of rap. Sure.
But he's strictly pop because like people want him to give the like his real hip hop fans want him to give the full rap album, but he can't because he put himself in a place where he has to give something to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Too many
And
hands.
the one time when he tried to do that, the one time when he tried to do that and try to give us just like one thing, for one, it was something like we never heard him try to do before. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had, but it wasn't like enough. You know what I'm saying? When he dropped Honestly Never Mind. I
Which
like that.
I actually loved.
I love the album from when it first came out.
Yeah.
Man, I hate that album.
I do.
I don't, because I hate Renaissance too. I don't think that they did that
What?
sound well, right?
Uh,
I could hear that it was a lot of money, and Beyonce's definitely it was a lot of money that went into it. I just don't think, from a creative standpoint, in terms of like them meshing with the vibe in the right way. I think for Drake, only one I like was Sticky. That was the one. I think for Beyonce, I only like Cuff It. It was really Cuff It and Energy that I really like for real. So I don't think they did it well, but yeah, it's money over on that side going into that sound, a more international sound. Like like you said, Drake way too big to only now stick in this lane. He's shown us that he's transcended hip hop.
Right.
Yeah.
He's transcended hip hop. He's showing you that hey, I can go from here to over here to over here. I can catch up with the young kids. I can still do my own like kind of grownish, a more older sound. Like I can do it all for real.
Yep.
Oh, before we head out of here, to everyone watching for sure, wanna thank you all for coming and watching. Shout out to DJ Mitt. Shout out to our special guest Quee for coming on. To anybody who may be a DJ or MC, listen, we got this really dope segment coming up with Historically Black Sense called Behind the Booth. My lips ashy, so let me get it. All right, Behind the Booth. Now, what's Behind the Booth? It's a introspective, deep series where we are interviewing the best HBCU DJs and the MCs that have to offer. If you're interested, we definitely want to give you the platform to highlight yourself. Me and my partner right here, DJ himself, MC myself, definitely want to give that to y'all. So if you're interested, hit that link in the bio, man. Make sure you fill it out. We are looking for the best DJs and or MC combo out there in the land. Now, I think that's all the PSAs that we have. Big Quee, Big Mitt. Till next time, big dogs.
Bye.
That was a great way to end it. You see that confetti?
Yeah, I mean, I'm nice with it. You know what I mean? Right here, right. Oh, let me get the thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. There we go. There we go.
Something.
I'm not